In the book of Hosea, chapter 10. Now you remember the story of Hosea. He was the prophet to the northern kingdom of Israel. They had established a couple of centers of idolatry that really drew them into a sinful and idolatrous relationship with all of the nations around them. And the gods of those nations were brought into and incorporated into the regular worship of the people of Israel at that particular time. And this was offensive to the God of Israel. He sent prophet after prophet after prophet to them to tell them that they were sinning, that they needed to get rid of these places of idolatry. These were the things set up by a man by the name of Jeroboam. And Jeroboam's sin followed every king. In fact, if you read through the historical books of the Old Testament, First and Second Kings and First and Second Chronicles, you will see that every one of the kings of Israel, it says that they did not get rid of the sin of Jeroboam, but they continued in it. Now that idolatry led to other kinds of problems for them. In fact, that's what Hosea is bringing out here in this particular chapter. Listen to what he says in verse 13. You have plowed iniquity. You have reaped injustice. You've eaten the fruit of lies because you have trusted in your own way and in the multitude of your warriors. Now, that could be said of many nations down through the years, but it was especially true of Israel. They were the ones that, there was a time when they prospered and they had a strong army, and yet they still worshipped these false gods at the altars in Dan and Bethel. And as they did that, they reaped that, or excuse me, they sowed that iniquity. They recognized that there were other gods, and they didn't see the God of Israel as the one true and exclusive God as they should have. And as a result of that iniquity, it says here they reaped injustice. Now that's what we're seeing here in Western society as a whole. I dare say that although I can't speak specifically about other countries, I can say that about our country, the United States.